Hey, welcome to the show. Tonight we're going to talk about the movie The End of Oak Street. Was it worth the watch? Well, I'm going to go over the bright points, the pain points, and everything in between. So stay tuned to the end to see how it flares on the plot point meter. And that's all happening right after this. A mysterious cosmic flash transports Oak Street, a quiet 1982 Michigan suburb, millions of years into the prehistoric past. The Platt family suddenly finds themselves surrounded by dinosaurs, deadly terrain, and wormholes that appear and vanish without warning. So before we get into this, hit that like button if you enjoyed Stranger Things like I did. Taking a look at the budget, it's reported between $80 and $92 million. Getting right into the cast, we had Anne Hathaway, who played Denise Platt, Ewan McGregor, who plays Craig Platt, Macy Stella, and Christian Convery. So now let's get into this. So looking at the bright points right off the rip, it had that 80s nostalgia. I think it took place in 1982. There was a lot of the music from the 80s, things of that nature. I really enjoyed how some of the music was, and we'll get into that in some of the pain point section. But there was a lot of fun music at the beginning. You're going to see as we get into this movie had an all over the place type of tone. I really enjoyed Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway. I thought they did terrific in their roles. They were all over the board. You'll see Ewan McGregor a lot different than what you've seen him in previous films. He had a very interesting character where he was a fun-loving dad who was really positive and optimistic. Even when some crazy things in the show unfolded, you were like, how is he that positive? But you like it just because it's Ewan McGregor. And Hathaway is a little more stern type of character, a lot more straight-laced the way she plays her character, but they play good off of each other on screen. Some really funny moments. I was surprised. I wasn't sure what to expect. I'm thinking Stranger Things when I went into this. So there was a lot of funny scenes, but there was also other very dramatic scenes. This movie was all over the board. You had positive, fun-loving light scenes. You had these very intense, I said it in my short, but there were some really stupid scenes that happened, followed by some intense killing scenes. I mean, they had your emotions all over the place. And so I was sitting there when I was watching the theater, is this a good thing, a bad thing? I really wasn't sure, but it does have you with the mixed emotions throughout the film. And I did find that interesting. Some of the killing scenes were absolutely brutal. I was actually surprised that they showed some of that. I mean, it was just very interesting, and some of them caught you off guard, which was a big win. Some of them you're like, there's no way they're going to get this person, and then boom, it happened. So that was pretty intense. There were some very high suspense moments. Like I said, there was these quirky and stupid things going on, and then they'd have this long suspense scene that you're like, wow. Some of the creatures that they showed on screen, some of the dinosaurs, there's no spoiler, it's in the commercial, the trailer, but it was primarily around these dinosaurs. But they did it a lot different than Jurassic Park did in most of the scenes, but there were some pretty intense things going on screen. So getting into some of the pain points, as well as I liked some of the music was absolutely horrible, and there was such a contrast in what they were doing with the music, and I found that very interesting. Some of it you were just like, wow. Some of it was almost like quirky for the seriousness that was going on screen. It was like they were trying to lighten the tone up by some kind of quirky, weird music. It was just very strong contrast between some of the music I liked in the bright point section and some of the stuff that I saw later in the film. The emotions had you all over the board, and that was positive, as I mentioned before, but on some of it, there was a couple of times I'm like, this is really stupid. And it was just interesting, some of the direction that they decided to take it. I mean, they made, again, Ewan McGregor's character so positive, so when something so severe happened, you were just like, what in the world? So they had you all over the place with emotion, funny, serious, scared. There was some jump scares. There was probably too many jump scares in there where he actually freaked you out in the theater because of the sound and things of that nature. One of the things that drove me crazy, and it does, and you've heard me say it in other movie reviews, is when things happen too conveniently, right? There's no way you're going to get out of this situation. There is no way. There's one with the dog that happens. There's a family dog, and you just can't believe that this happened when it happened. There's another one with some lady in this house. And again, no spoilers here, but you're like, there is no way the family's getting away from this. They're trapped. And some of the things that happened on screen earlier that were very dire, you thought this was going to be maybe another one of those scenarios, and then boom, some random lady out of nowhere pops in, and she kind of takes the fall for the scenario that was going on screen. It was just like too perfect of a timing. And then there was some stuff that just felt like a video game. Maybe that goes with the 80s theme that they were going on here, but there was one way that when they were trying to get out of this thing that they almost had to play what I consider like a video game in order to get out of it. You'll see, comment below in the comments before if you've seen what I'm talking about, but there was a timing thing. It almost reminded you of a platform jumper in a video game. I just thought that was really, really interesting. Now we're going to bounce it against a plot point meter to see how this fares. Overall, this was a mixed bag for me, and I think you could wait to stream it. But the question is for you, did you see the end of Oak Street? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts, comments, and what your plot point meter rating would have been. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.